Houston Texans.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Cunningham on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain of 21.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Jacksonville.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
31.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
And going to the air on the opening drive. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Watson off play action. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Miles Jack.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Watson. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10 from the shotgun to give to Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. And it's a four. Three down. 26 months. I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun, here's Watson. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3, Texans nothing.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jared Wilson made the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, Watson.
At the 40-yard line.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check it out.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I hope you brought your rest, and I'm about to take these too.
He'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Four yards remain for second down. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the Texans' 9-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
For
Isaiah Coulter, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You got 3 down, 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Again, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Isaiah Coulter, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run. Maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.